Ah, Igor. How are things in San Paulo?
Worse than expected. I have a small number of troops with me, but not enough to deal with the situation. Things have gotten out of hand. At least one of the Apostles' Brotherhood leaders has pledged allegiance to the Menace.
Brotherhood. These new gangs just keep popping up, don't they? It's like cutting down sugarcane. Before you know it, another one's grown in its place.
Carlos has been murdered by his own subordinates. Even now, some of the deserters are with the Brotherhood.
Did you catch them?
Some have already been executed. The rest will be transferred to headquarters for interrogation.
Good. What assistance do you require, comrade?
An army. A reliable one.
An army? I'm afraid that's not possible. We simply don't have the men to spare.
It doesn't need to be large. Just dispatch my Sentinel unit from Buenos Aires to São Paulo. Or, at the very least, Saint-Rémy.
Ptolemy? Ah, one of your orphan children. That seems like a feasible solution.
Yes. His parents died fighting for Zeno. All my children are loyal to a fault. Officer Carlos was shot in the head by one of his own men in this very office. I need soldiers I can trust.
Ah, so the fearless Igor is afraid of death after all.
An officer was killed by his own soldiers at his own base. This is an immense stain on Zeno's honor.
Indeed. If everything goes according to plan, you'll see your unit shortly.
Now it's just a matter of time. Я видел ястреба, что гнался за голубкой, и бога солнца, который туго натягивал свою золотую тетиву. Я наблюдал, как приветствовали деревянного коня на наших землях, и как из священного фонтана текла кровь птенцов. Да. Но человек с решительным умом и гордостью знает, что его город выстоит, его стены будут крепки, и он будет непоколебим, как ядро земли. Какой грех! Жребий брошен. Белый саван покроет его, и он будет окутан мраком. Это все для светлого будущего. Лучшее будущее для всех.
Admiral.
Come in.
Yesterday, we received word from the Timekeeper that Dr. Torres has been abducted by the Apostles' Brotherhood. She should be coordinating with Lopera to set up a rescue operation as we speak. Also, that girl who escaped, Kimberly, is with the Timekeeper. She claims that she was released.
Just play along with your lie. There's no need to tell Lopera the truth.
The Brotherhood has demanded that we exchange the detained deserters for the Doctor. Forgive me for issuing instructions without your consent, but if we refuse or ignore them, I'm afraid they'll...
They'll execute the Doctor. What arrangements did you make?
I told the Timekeeper that Xeno reinforcements would meet her at the veteran's residence. Since Lopera is familiar with the place, I also asked her to scout out the rendezvous location. And yes, I played along with Kimberly's lie. I assumed you would have done the same, Father.
Very good. Your squad will soon arrive. Take them to Lopera at the rendezvous point and bring the Doctor back.
A squad?
I've spoken with headquarters. All going well. Telemi and the unit will arrive soon.
I see. I can hardly remember the last time we were all together.
Your father died in Abadan. In a war he had no obligation to fight in.
It's far more glorious to die in the throes of battle than to wither away on a sick bed. He made an honorable sacrifice.
How shameful that we would tarnish his honor. Let's begin with that young pilot, Lilia. Tell me, what do you think of her?
She's well-trained, experienced, a straight shooter, similar to Lopera in many ways.
She's a true Slav, just like my brothers and sisters back home. I suppose she's luckier than Lopera, not destined to become a traitor like her.
Lopera is still a child, really.
So many lives have been lost. In wars, in the storm. What do you think Lopera will do?
She's your child, just like me. I think she will stand with us.
You think? Do you? Anyway, she's not important. Here, take a look at this. I will not wear it. Nor will you. I promise you, not one of us will wear this thing. The Preacher has given us a gift and shared with us an oracle. We will bring her something in return. Fire and brimstone rained down from heaven. Yet among the ruins were covered the remnants of a miracle. A miracle that is living, breathing, and growing. I can sense their life force. I can hear their whispers from within these ashes. Moldir, they are invincible. Rather than endlessly throwing young soldiers' lives to the white stone house, I choose to stand with the true future.
I will always stand with you, Father.
A gambling game's been set up in a place unfamiliar to you. Soon, you'll be invited to join the table as well. Huh. You seem to have grown quite assertive. But remember this. As a newcomer to the table, you have no privilege to make demands or probe for information unless you're looking to be targeted and isolated. You have to lose a few rounds. Pay your entry fee. Only then can you start to learn the secrets of those at the table. The players' backgrounds, the dealers' habits, and the truth behind the highest stakes gambler. It's baffling to me. Why would anyone travel halfway across the world just to throw away their money? That was a rhetorical question, but thanks for answering. You're right. The allure of winning is irresistible, even in a game of chance. People blow on the dice, clutch a rabbit's foot, or murmur a prayer, foolishly believing they can sway the outcome. How deluded. It's pathetic. Oh, quite the opposite. The odds are rarely equal. Your opponents could have any number of advantages stuffed up their sleeves. A larger stack of chips, easier winning conditions, or even the power to change the rules. Want a fair game? You gotta fight for it. By any means necessary. The white suits always play it safe, carefully hedging their bets, while the black robes plot to overturn the table. Clever? More like cretinous and atrocious. Once the table's flipped, there'll be nothing but chaos. Who would bother to set it right again? No one.
Arcanist, abuses alcohol, and loves to fight. Messenger, call Lieutenant Lilia. Tell her to meet me at the training ground. How does it compare to the drink back home?
The stuff saps your energy. Makes you feel sleepy.
Just like this land. This place is always submerged in a half-dead stupor. Poverty, chaos. To them, the future feels farther away than the sun beating down from above. Tell me, Lieutenant, what do you think of the Foundation?
Is this some kind of test?
No. Just the curiosity of an old man. I often wonder how the younger generation views the organization.
Well, unlike those Manus maniacs, the people at the Foundation are at least open to reason. Don't get me wrong, they're stubborn, but overall, I think they're good people. The Timekeeper's red-headed sidekick, for example. She's a stickler for the rules, but it's so boring to follow all the regulations. That being said, it would probably be even worse without them. Total chaos, actually. Anyway, at the end of the day, someone has to do the thankless jobs, and the people at the Foundation are the only ones willing to do them.
As the Foundation's most loyal partner, Xena has always been committed to creating a brighter future for both Arcanists and humans. That includes fighting Manus Vindicta, as well as any other conflicts and chaos in the world.
It's a mindless gun. The Foundation points and Xeno shoots.
Precisely. Countless soldiers have perished in the storm, and they've all been deemed necessary sacrifices.
I have to tell you, I don't like Xena's role in all this.
Neither do I. But an order's an order. Even if it sends your soldiers to die meaningless deaths against an enemy they couldn't possibly defeat. Still, we march on without hesitation, pushing our weary bodies deeper into the storm. But how much longer can Xena keep going, Lieutenant? How long until our knees buckle and we fall to the ground?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Arcana isn't dead. We detected life signs after the explosion of the vacuum bomb.
That's impossible.
Yes, it is impossible. It would take a miracle for her to survive. Do you believe in miracles, Lieutenant?
I'd sooner believe the ramblings of a drunkard.
That may be the case, but when a miracle worker appears, there will always be people who follow them, like sheep follow a shepherd. So, when the desertion incident occurred, I wasn't surprised. I was infuriated, however. Not because they abandoned Xena, but because they murdered their own officer.
Damn traitors.
Back before the first storm, human and Arcanius troops got along well. We set aside our origins, and united under a common banner. Our bloodlines meant nothing next to our bond as comrades in arms. But the storm changed everything. As a soldier, I must obey my superiors. I sent my men as ordered, no question asked. But does it really make no difference if the place they die a martyr's death isn't a battlefield? Like war, these things are never simply a matter of black and white. Lieutenant, what do you think of the Timekeeper?
I trust her completely.
Sounds like you'd gladly sacrifice yourself for her. We need more leaders like the Timekeeper. Manus Vindicta, the Foundation. They are just two sides of the same coin, aren't they? The Foundation, the Pax Security Council, Manus Vindicta. Which path do you think the Timekeeper will eventually take, Lieutenant?
I trust in Vertzen's decision.
Я понимаю.
Ты уверен, что Зина не тестирует меня?
Нет. К Зине это не имеет никакого отношения. Я сейчас говорю с тобой как Игорь, а не адмирал.
What's going on?
Lieutenant Lilia, you are under arrest for the assault on Admiral Igor.
Assault? Oh, I get it.
Stand down and surrender, Lieutenant.
Even the booze here tastes lame. Come on then. You're not taking me down without a fight.
Soldiers, fire!
Bring it on. Show me what you got. You traitorous rats.
I never intended things to turn out this way. Surrender now, Lieutenant, or I'll be forced to hurt you.
Me? Surrender to you? You'll be the one who's surrendering. If I even give you the chance. Come on, soldiers. Do your worst.
What a shame.
Fire at will.
No love, child.
A tooth for a tooth.
Thank you for your cooperation. A real troublemaker of a guest, aren't you?
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
This way, others. It's for your safety. Thank you for your cooperation. You really did that to a horrible need.
An eye for an eye. An eye for an eye. The law is above all else. Feel its pain and know it repay for thy sins with thy blood.
You're not ready, dear.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
Knock, knock. Royal service. Perfect service, just like always.
There is no use resisting, Lieutenant.
Tell me, what's Igor planning?
Father will lead us to a future where meaningless sacrifices are no more. The die has been cast. I hope you know that this is nothing personal. I'm just following orders. Take Lieutenant Lilia to the holding cell. No one is to harm her without orders from the Admiral or me.
What?
We are traitors to Zeno now, Lieutenant. I am loyal only to my father. It's a pity, really. I would have liked to work with you in the future.
How long has he been planning this?
Ever since the preacher gave Father a gift and the path to a brighter future. Live or die, Lieutenant, I will never betray my family.
Don't worry, young comrade. Just hang in a little longer.
Huh?
All it takes is one lie to set off a chain reaction, and I'm afraid the butterfly effect has reached you. I have bad news. You've been betrayed. But there's good news, too. A certain flight lieutenant appears to be more loyal to you than the organization she swore to serve. You know him. The admiral who was pitted against an enemy he couldn't possibly defeat. This conflict has left an incurable ulcer in his once lofty heart. Yet, as a leader, he must remain unyielding in both body and mind. Despite his continued victories on the front lines, he made a decision so counterintuitive that even his loyal adjutant found it questionable. The top brass always sees things differently, I suppose. You must have heard the story of the Trojan horse, right? Greek soldiers sneaked past the walls of Troy inside a wooden horse. One Trojan priest tried to warn his people, but was executed by the gods themselves for doing so. Soon after, all the leaders of Troy were killed by the hidden invaders. Being killed by your enemy is bad. Being killed by your ally is worse. It was an honorless way to go. Great. I'm done reading reports anyway. I look forward to your wise decisions. We need some good news for a change.
Father, Ptolemy and the unit have arrived.
So here they are. The army of justice ready to eradicate the Manus and the deserters in one fell swoop. During the last storm, the Foundation created this thing. And with the help of Laplace and the Apeiran Arcanists, they stole the fire of the gods, just like Prometheus. Which side would you choose?
I wouldn't. I would follow. Follow you wherever you lead.
Send someone to bring Stefan's belongings here. The traitor found something important at Tuesday's motel. Ptolemy will find it useful. That's all for now.
Understood.
Muldir, long time no see. What do you say? Do we give those humans a chance to surrender?
Manus Vindicate don't accept humans. But I doubt Father would blame you if you men allowed them to escape the base.
Escape the base? Muldir, are you having second thoughts? Either follow this path to the very end, or show mercy and get Father and the two of us executed.
So what then? You want to have a mass execution like Lopera did? On what charges? For refusing to join the rebellion? Disobeying orders?
Oh no. There'll be no trials. All my men know about this plan. We're just waiting for Father's orders.
They all know?
Well, those who are still alive. The Manus have provided us with a miracle that allows us to survive the storm. How could anyone refuse such a sacred gift? Even after the total destruction caused by the vacuum bomb, we still detected life signs. No one in history has ever been able to do that. Lady Arcana is invincible.
I don't care about Arcana. What worries me is that the soldiers who are unwilling to follow us won't just surrender.
Then we shoot them.
I don't think that's...
Oh, Father.
Where are the others?
They went to rally the soldiers. We've been waiting for this day for ages.
For ages? How long have you known about this?
I told your siblings some time ago.
Then Lopera...
She's not part of the plan. Her only responsibility is to bring back Doris.
Doris? Who's that?
None of your concern. You have other things to worry about. Go issue your orders to your soldiers. Moldir, prepare the aircraft. We're going to Tierra del Fuego. How many of our soldiers do you think will remain loyal?
I'd say about 80%. The Arcanists will follow us. There's no doubt about that. But we still have a lot of human soldiers. Don't worry. I'll be sure to deal with them. The spilling of blood will only unite us further.
Take this and go to São Paulo tomorrow.
Oh, me too? So, if Moldir fails, you want me to use this little toy to get Lopera back?
No. You will bring Kimberly back from the veterans' residence. This is Kimberly's seal. As long as it's in your possession, she cannot disobey you. Bring her back peacefully, if possible.
Of course, Father. I will do as you wish. Right then, Moldir. Let's get started.
What's going on out there? the base under attack? By whom? The Manus has no reason to launch a frontal assault. The Apostles' Brotherhood? No, that's even less likely.
Get out! Quick, comrade!
Are we under attack?
Just take your stuff and go!
More enemies over here!
Silence.
Our rooms are always open for new guests.
I'm here for a worn tooth.
Just as what's been practiced countless times.
This trial is mine to judge.
This way, please.
An eye for an eye.
Rothschild. A bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
A real troublemaker like a guest, aren't you? This way, please.
A tooth for a tooth.
Fine.
Feel its pain and know its regret.
Oh.
Your room is ready, dear.
An eye for an eye.
Rothschild. Knock, knock. Room service. It's for your safety. This way, please.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
A bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic.
A little trick.
Art thou go?
An eye for an eye.
My child.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
I will pray for you. Sorry.
Comrade! Блин.
Lieutenant Muldir asked me to help you. Take care.
Kill them all.
No. Recall your troops and assemble.
All hands, assemble.
The bloodshed stops here. Muldir, time to head to São Paulo.
Forgive me for asking, Father. But what if Lopera refuses to come back?
Oh, Muldir, if it's too much for you to bear, I'd be happy to go and see our dear little sister for you.
No need. This is my mission. I will get her to come back.
There will be no alteration of the mission. Telemi, retrieve Kimberly.